What's up, everybody? This is Unraveling. I'm your host, Wano, and I'm here today with
Judith,
IVARI,
and we're on episode 7. So we'll be answering the questions that you submitted through Instagram. So thank you for everyone who was a part of it and sent us questions.
Yeah, and just like a reminder, this is episode 7, and we are unraveling the mind every Tuesday. You can find us on YouTube and check out our TikTok videos on Instagram. Follow our personal Instagrams as well. Sorry.
Nothing, just if you haven't watched the last 6 videos, definitely check those out. And thanks for coming back. Yeah.
And today we'll be unraveling the mind. Our first question is, what is your favorite person's horoscope sign? My favorite person's horoscope sign is a Scorpio, which is my son. So yeah, I fuck with Scorpios.
I think for me, just any Virgo.
You?
Well, no, hold up, wait. Not any Virgo. Some Virgos do not make the cut.
So which month?
No, it doesn't matter what month. Just some Virgos should not be Virgos.
Okay, I hear you. What about you?
I get along pretty well with most Capricorns, if not all that I've met.
Okay. Capricorns are lit. Shout out to Capricorns.
Yeah, because like Virgos and Capricorns are pretty like...
Yeah.
We are both earth signs, no? You guys are both earth signs?
Yeah.
So you guys got a lot of traits similar. The next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Honestly, in 5 years, I want to see myself, just besides like crib and all that shit, I just want to have a own studio or I could say a brand. Like I want to make like one of those entertainment or some shit like that. Make something bigger than just Channel Ant. Channel Ant is just like a channel, but I want to have it on a platform, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
What about one of yous?
In 5 years, that's a good amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Not really that long though. It's like
That's what I was gonna say.
Long, but it's not really.
Yeah.
I don't know. In 5 years, I think I would say definitely like having a house. Definitely, that's on like my list right now. And I don't know. 5 years, like I don't even know if I'll be in New York City in 5 years. So
Okay, so you see yourself somewhere else.
Wherever life takes me, honestly.
Yeah.
That's fire.
So.
What about you?
Definitely having a stable income.
Okay.
Somewhere that basically owning my own place, my own house. I don't know where exactly I'll be in 5 years, but either a house or apartment, whatever. But something that I know that I own it. And yeah, maybe just having like a small business that's again under my name. So
That's fire. So entrepreneur shit we got going on.
I have a side question to that.
Sure.
Because I think in 5 years, and I think we'll all be in our 30s.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you guys like
30s.
scared to like be in your 30s?
Honestly, no. Like, I know where a lot of people are scared. Like, oh, I'm 30, I'm getting old, this and that. Nah, bro. Like, when you was like 10, 11, you was waiting to be 13. When you was 13 and 14, 13, you're waiting to be 15, 16. 16, 17, 18. And then 21, 25, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I'm ready for whatever. I'm not, if I'm 30 and I'm not where I really want to be in life, like, where I'm stable and able to do what I have to do without struggling, then yeah, I'll be worried. But if I'm able to be on my 2 feet and be able to move, then I'll be good. I don't mind it.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I guess sometimes that you feel like you may be scared to reach that age. But lately I've been hearing a lot of people that are like, your 30s are kind of like your new 20s.
Literally,
like that.
yeah.
Like you start living more when you're 30. So I'm like, I can see that. Like right now, I'm like, damn, like I have to get it together and stuff like that. But I feel like basically you're working to be more stable when you're 30. And then when you get to 30, you're like, oh, all right, like I'm good. I'll be fine. Like that's how I feel. I don't know.
I want to go back to how you said the new 30s, new 20s. Honestly, I feel like it is because like I said, from the age of like 10 to like 18, you're just having fun. 22 to 30, it's just you're figuring out how to get to where you want to be. 30, like I said, if you're not happy where you're at, then honestly you should really be worried. What about you?
Yeah, no, just think that a lot of people, like, I know that, like, I guess, like, the generations before us, I feel like there was such a stigma where it was like, oh my god, like, 30, like...
You gotta be married, have a kid, all this shit.
There was so much fear. Like, oh my god, like, I'm turning 30. And it's like, I don't know, like, I feel like people were so worried about it, but that's when I realized, I'm like, I don't feel worried. Like, I'm actually, I think I actually feel blessed.
Yeah.
To be
I can say that.
Oh shit, like, if I make it to 30, like, gracias a Dios, right?
Facts.
But, like, I don't know, I was curious to know, like, how everyone else felt. Like, I guess because, like, the younger generations, I don't know if everyone feels like that.
Yeah. Sure.
I used to always want to be old, and now I'm old, and I'm just like, I wish I could be young. But then again, I'm just like, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now if I was still young. Yeah, what is your favorite quote? Who would like to go first?
Favorite quote?
Yeah.
Las mujeres ya no lloran, las mujeres facturan.
Los hombres lloran a veces. A veces. There was a song by Kazoo. You just made me think about it. A song by Kazoo. Damn. A song. Never mind. That's a good song though. I'm a damn. That's a good quote. Why is that your favorite quote?
Because Shakira.
Oh, okay. I got it from somewhere else.
But when I heard it, I was like, facts. Like,
Okay. Good shit. What made you feel like you just got tired of being sad, crying? Like, you think girls shouldn't cry? Like,
I mean, like, no, but I think it's just like, yeah, like, I don't think it's the same way it used to be, where it was like, you would be crying over, like,
a person and shit.
It's like, alright, like, yeah, sure, like, you'll probably cry, but it's like,
pain is temporary.
yeah, it's different. It's like, you're not gonna obsess over it. You're not gonna just, like,
Yeah.
feel like, you know, like I think women know their worth. So it's different.
Yeah.
Different.
Now time is way different. He could hold himself down. Shout out to our independent woman. What about you? What's your favorite quote?
I don't know. I just feel like it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's a good quote. What makes you want to say that's your favorite quote? Do you feel like it's just life? Like it is. It's just whatever happens. It is what it is.
You could just say it in any situation. To be honest, like whether it's good or bad, like you could use that phrase.
That's true. My favorite quote is, the thing I got tired of is, no great mind has ever existed without a touch of madness. It's just, you know, people lose their shit sometimes, you feel me? But it doesn't mean like you're crazy or anything. It's just like you're going through it, and whatever comes with that madness, you're going to overcome it and use it to your advantage and learn from there. That's the way I took it in. It's by Aristotle, a philosopher.
You just reminded me of like that Bad Bunny quote.
Yo hago que yo quiero?
No, a veces hay que llorar para sonreír.
Yeah.
That one.
That's fire. I never heard that one. That's nice. That's a nice one. Okay, the next question is, what is one of the most happiest moments of your life? Damn. Recently or like overall? Because recently, honestly, was getting an award and like getting recognized more by people, where like people are telling me like, bro, I saw you on my Explore page. Like, yo, like I saw you the other day on the Explore page. It's crazy, bro. Cause like, damn, like I'm starting to get people's eyes on me, and I'm just like, yo, this is literally what I wanted. It's just I don't know how to move from here. It's just like I have to be on go. I can't let that momentum. I can't lose that momentum, because once someone loses that, it's over. It's hard to get it back. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends, like, what, like, time-wise, but if it's, like, the happiest moment in my life, I think right now I would have to put it at getting my baby, my little Teddy.
Shout out Teddy.
That was, like, it was literally so sudden, so unexpected. Like, it wasn't planned. It just happened, like... Like, my husband, like, he just, like, sent me a video, and he was like, oh my god, like, look at this dog. I saw the little video, and it was literally, like, puppy version, like Teddy
before she was grown, yeah.
And he just, like, she's, like, running around, like, you know, like, I guess, like, clawing up on some, like, the person's leg. And then she just sits, and she puts, like, her paw on their foot. And it was, like, the cutest thing.
That shit melt your heart?
That literally melted my heart. And the thing is, he was just like, do you want her? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh my god, like, yes, but obviously, like, I didn't think it was serious.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, okay. The next day, we're picking up Teddy.
Weak.
It was literally, like, so unexpected. Like, I was like, wait, are you serious right now? Like, he was like, yeah, we're going to get this dog. Like, I was like, oh my god. Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire.
Yeah.
Damn. So you didn't have no other dog that had your interest, or?
I had a dog when I was, like, really little. Like, I was, like, 3, 4. Like when I was a baby, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, you know, that was in, like, Mexico, and then we came here.
Okay.
And, like, obviously, like, I didn't bring my dog.
Heard him.
So, like, yeah.
Did I give you, like, more memories from back then, like, when you had your dog in Mexico, or?
I still remember, like, I have, like, some memories.
Uh-huh.
Most of them are, like, kind of gone.
Heard him.
Yeah. Like, still here now.
Still in your heart, I feel you.
Like, that was my first pet.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when I got Gato. Shout out Gato. What about you? What's the happiest moment?
Honestly, I think one of the best was when I was able to go to Mexico and meet, like, my family. The family that we have in Mexico for the
Mm-hmm.
first time. Growing up, I never would have actually thought that would have been something that would have happened
Mm-hmm.
when it did. But yeah, that it was a short time, but you know, at least I have that memory that it happened.
Mm-hmm.
It still to this day feels like it was a dream. It's like
Yeah.
just like how things happen. And like, wow, I really went.
I feel you.
But yeah, that was one.
And how long was it since you seen them?
That time it had been, I believe, 19 years since
Wow.
I hadn't seen them. Right now it's 6 years since right, 6 years.
Mm-hmm. About 6 years.
It's about to be 6, yeah. It's about to be 6, so.
And what was your feelings during that moment? Like, were you nervous, happy, excited, or just like?
It was a mix of everything. Cause yeah, they picked me up at the, we saw them at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
So when we first landed, that's like we saw them there.
Sorry, yeah.
We saw like it was both my grandparents from both sides,
Mhm.
and then my some of my aunts and my uncles from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was weird because it's like, you know, these are basically strangers,
Mhm.
but they are, you know,
Yeah.
their family, but they're strangers.
Did you do it like at the movie where you saw each other and you guys just ran and hug each other, or like?
No, so when we landed, we were there somewhat early.
Yeah.
And then traffic too. So we were like, so what do we do now? Because like we didn't have internet like to get in contact with them, so we had to figure out the Wi-Fi.
Mhm.
Oh, you didn't
Call
have
them.
internet? Like, on your phone?
I don't think my service was working at the moment, so we had to connect it obviously. To, like,
Yeah, when you
to
leave,
and all
yeah.
that.
Oh.
So we just had to connect it to the Wi-Fi, and that's how we got in contact with. I think my aunt. I don't remember who we got in contact.
That's
And
fine.
That's
like-
crazy because I had T-Mobile when I went to Mexico.
Oh,
at the
okay.
time,
Yeah.
And they literally, like, I was like, do I have to, like, do anything? They're like, no, just go.
T-Mobile was, I think, it was the first one to actually do it
Yeah,
like that.
They
I
were
think
the
so.
first ones to
Yeah.
So probably at that
Yeah.
time.
And I was like, oh, bet.
Yeah, because AT&T, they charge you if you leave like country.
Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen, but
Mhm.
because like their plan already had like calls to Mexico and everything, so I just had to make sure.
Mhm.
And I was like, is there like an extra rate?
Yeah,
Like,
I know what you mean. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's get the next
it's
question.
crazy because now I mean I don't think they have that anymore, right?
No, now it's just everywhere.
Yeah, like,
It's everywhere.
Actually, some places they
Some
do
places
charge.
still don't,
Yeah, some places do
I just
charge.
remembered that. Yeah.
Okay, the next question is. Give me a second, guys. Okay, ready? What is your biggest pet peeve?
Do you guys have one? Like, or on top of your head?
On top of my head, I hate when it just irks me, bro. It irks me when people are on me or asking me like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm chilling. I'm okay." What do you mean? You sure you okay? Yeah. And then like when they say that, it makes me feel like I have to question myself if I'm okay or not. And I'm just like, "Bro, what the fuck? Am I not good? Am I looking crazy?" Damn, Ivari's just looking at me like, "Yeah, we worry about you."
No, I
I mean, yes. Definitely. No, we're like, people are worried, obviously, when they ask me.
Oh, okay.
But, like, it's funny because this is not my pet peeve, but I have a similar thing, I guess. But me, when I'm not okay, like, the worst thing you can do is ask me, like, oh, what's wrong? Or are you okay? Like,
it irks you, right? I'm like, yo, nah, not right now. You're gonna you don't even care, type shit.
like, yeah, but for me, it's like, if you ask me that, I might punch a wall.
Oh, God. That's a big pet peeve.
Not even a pet peeve. Like, I think it's just, like, a trigger. It's, like, it's similar. But
Maybe it is a trigger.
I think that's a trigger.
That's what I'm saying.
What's your
If you want
biggest...
to push the wall,
Go
I
ahead.
think it's a trigger.
Yeah, if it pushes you to that limit, yeah. I haven't done that for that
Now
long.
it's funny because I'm like, oh, shit. Like,
Self-control. In tune. What's your biggest pet peeve?
my biggest pet peeve, I'm going to say, is people cutting in line.
Oh, yo, I hate that. Especially when they know somebody.
Concert.
Yo!
Oh, God, I'm like, bro, I know I got a better seat than you. You better get in the back.
Get the fuck to the back.
Anywhere. Just don't fucking cut in line.
Don't cut us.
And
We cut you for real.
Like, they're not even cutting line in front of you, maybe. But if I see that, like, oh,
It's like, really?
like,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Patience
bro,
is-
like, is your time more important than everybody else's? Oh, I'm sorry. Like,
We're all going into the
We're
same...
on the same store.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I hear you.
anyways, yeah, that's my pet peeve.
Mood. What about you?
I feel like when people are loud, like obnoxiously loud, like you could be in a quiet setting and it's like you just see some person like loud. I'm like, bro, you see that people are doing whatever and it's quiet, and then you just come and interrupt. Especially if it's like in a public place where people are like,
They get out of character and just
I'm like,
yeah.
bro, like relax. It's not that serious.
Yo, that.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I used to like find really annoying was, you know, like when you're on the bus. And then
Yo, I already know where you're going with this.
There's always that one person that's so loud. Like they're talking on the phone, but they're so loud for no reason.
Or when they have the fucking conversation on speaker, it's like, bro,
Mhm.
why? I don't care
They're,
to
like,
hear
video chatting on the bus.
Yo.
Hey, that happened to me the other day. Oh. That
Actually,
happened to
hold on.
me.
We don't call it the bus. It's called a limo. Let's get that shit straight.
50,000 limo.
$50,000
limo.
$50,000 limo. If y'all don't know, if y'all taking a bus, y'all taking a bus. We taking limos. But go ahead, continue.
Sometimes you gotta humble yourself.
Yeah,
but-
okay. Sometimes you gotta humble yourself and get a Hummer. You're right. So the next question is that we got was, what is your biggest regret? That's how true it is. What is the biggest regret in your life?
I don't have regrets. I don't regret anything.
High five.
I just feel like, yeah, you fuck up, you learn. That's it. Like, you learn from it.
Literally. You?
I think that's a good way of looking at it. I think honestly, if you regret something, maybe like you regret it in the moment because it feels like, obviously, like when it's happening, you're like, oh shit, maybe I should have done something different, or like that would have been a good thing to say back, or like, you know what?
Yeah.
I just usually
Yeah.
I regret when I'm like
You
either holding
could have
back
said something.
or like
Mhm.
I'm like, you know what, that would have been better. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
I
the
think
only
it's
thing
just like
I-
an overthinker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You start replaying that shit in your head again, like, fuck, I should have said this. I should have done this. I feel you guys on that one. Honestly, I don't regret much. If I could go back, would I fix it? Not really, because it wouldn't make me who I am today. Like, everything that happens in life is just meant to happen, and you just take it for a learning experience. Shout out to my brother. He always be like, look, it's either a lesson or a blessing in life, and you just go from there.
Yeah.
So I like that shit. Okay.
It's like the small regrets, right? Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't really call them regrets, so that's why I'm like, I don't really think I have any.
I hear you.
Yeah,
Sure, true.
that's
Schmoozy.
what I meant. Like,
I'm like, something you regret.
how much value does vulnerability mean to you in your life?
For family, friends, and what is that?
Friends, family, romantically.
So, well, personally for me, I feel like with me it's very hard to show like emotions.
Mm-hmm.
I hear from my family all the time, it's like you don't really show your emotions like that. and then with like friends, when we talk or whatever, it's kind of like you see a certain amount of like stuff that I'll share with you and stuff like that. But sometimes it's very like I'll hold stuff to myself because that's just how you know. And it's not like it's gonna make me feel weaker or anything. It's just I personally feel like I just handle things better when I just keep them to myself, which is bad at sometimes because there's certain things that you should share. But I feel like it doesn't make you be less of a person because you don't show like more emotion or just like express yourself more. It doesn't make you seem like you're weaker.
No, I hear you. Yeah.
That was actually the second part of the question, which I should have mentioned. But yeah, so do you feel that vulnerability is a sign of weakness? So you can.
I don't think it's a sign of weakness at all. I feel like if you're able to show that, then it's you being human, being able to show that you could feel. Like, I'm the same way until, like, I'm not gonna lie, right now I can't mask shit anymore. Like, I got to the point where it's like I built so much shit in my mind, in my head and shit like that. Like, now it's time I have to let it go. Either I have to talk about it, either I have to do something about it or not. Because you could, like how you say, you usually keep sharing yourself. There's such limits of how much you could really keep to yourself. Because like that shit's gonna dwell on you until it's finally out, and then it doesn't feel comfortable when you gotta let it out to people either. Because it's like, bro, like your perspective, you're probably going to take it way different than I'm taking it. You're probably going to say something that I didn't expect you to say it, or like you're not understanding what I'm trying to say. So
based on that, do you feel like if you share something you're going to get judged, or like what do you like?
So the way I see it is like everyone's going to judge you no matter what. You feel me? But at least you're sharing like what you really feel and what you think about certain things. Because if not, like, you're going to avoid it until like I said, it builds up, and then it's going to fuck you over. And if someone does take it and that's a judgment, then like you or somebody I should have not told in the first place. Like if you was going to judge me for that, it's because I trusted you. It's because I felt like you was going to help me care or do some shit, not just shit on me. And yeah, maybe a person could be wrong with that shit, but at the same, and they're trying to like teach you and make you understand their point of view, which is fine. But you gotta understand, like, that's just your point of view. You're not living in that person's shoes to really fully understand it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's not weakness at all. I don't think so. What about you?
I think vulnerability, going both ways. It's like I really value, like, I feel honored that people let themselves be vulnerable around me.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I guess that goes back to like not being able to do that freely myself. So it's like, yeah, like I get the same thing. It's like, like a lot of people will share stuff with you, but then when I guess it's like when it's time to reciprocate, it's hard. But I think there's definitely like, now I'm kind of working through that, where it's like I'm putting myself in that position. I'm forcing myself to be vulnerable, and it's hard.
It is.
Like, some people, I feel like they're so open, like they're just, they can do it so easily. But yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely not weakness. I think it's definitely harder to do, which makes it a big strength. But yeah, like I think it's like a really big important part of growing as a person. Especially with any relationship that you might have.
Yeah.
When you're in a romantic relationship, that's one of the biggest things, because that again does build the trust. Like I feel like trust is essential in a relationship. So if you don't have that, you can't be vulnerable with that person. Like,
yeah. No, you're 100% right. The way I say it, like, if you're like literally with a person that you really see yourself, like, you're gonna tell them everything, like, even the most traumatic shit. And like I told you, it's up to you how they're gonna take it. If you see how they're gonna move from there, that's where you gotta close it. That's where I personally think I have to close myself. If I'm seeing that the judgment that what I told you, it's coming at you, like you feeling some type of way, I'm never gonna mention that again. But at least I tried to communicate and say what the fuck was going on in my mind.
I think that's like the biggest green flag that your partner can have is like if you're able to be vulnerable with them, like that's that's it.
Yeah. I feel like I know how the question said for family too. I feel like honestly at first everyone, not even just me, but everyone was always trying to get their family's approval. You know what I mean? Until you get to a certain age and you just like don't give a fuck anymore, because they're always gonna expect you to be something that you're not, and then either way you're gonna be fucking. She's fucking dying right now. She's like, jeez, but like they gotta understand you too. Like it takes two to play. You feel me? And if you're not gonna accept the way this person is as your child or as your whatever the fuck you wanna call it, then you don't want what's best for your kid, because if they're expressing it this way and you're trying to shut them off, like that's not you processing it as a parent that like, yo, something's really wrong with your kid, like something is hurting them, something's doing some shit. You feel me? No one has like the choice to actually choose their own family. You feel me? And if you do, like you create your family with friends or the people you're close with, which I personally did. I feel like my friends and everybody around me like are more family than my actual family, in my point of view. They might feel some type of way about it, but like I don't feel like my family is like my home. You know what I mean?
Right.
You feel me? So like I feel like I'm home with other people than my own. I feel like I'm not welcome type shit.
Oh, okay.
I guess it also ties into like, you know, where there's that saying that it's like sometimes your family's not just your blood family. Create your own family.
Literally,
Your
yeah.
external family.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. But let us know what's your favorite quote. What do you guys think of being vulnerable? Is it a weakness to you? What is the happiest moment you guys ever had in your life? Let us know and we could definitely read it in. Thank you guys for watching episode 7, 10 aka channel with Anna, whatever you want to call me. Thanks for watching this episode. This is what hopefully you were able to get into and understand us and see more of our personality and our mindset from answering these questions that you guys have for us.
And don't forget to like and comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also we'll be back again with another episode next week.
Yeah, that's it.
Stay tuned, guys.